Hey, movers and shakers, welcome to another exciting episode. Man, today I want to talk to you about virtual in-home estimates. You guys, I hear a lot about we can't get off the job and we go to the house and it's messy and it's dirty, it's crimey, and we didn't know that the customer had this and didn't know that. And so on. And you know what? The solution is an in-home estimates. But when you can't do an in-home estimates, there's a virtual in-home estimates. So we're going to be talking about virtual in-home estimates and solve that problem. But first, let's hear from our sponsor. Do you have a hard time keeping all your paperwork, jobs, trucks, and labor straight? Do you sometimes forget to book trucks and men for jobs and then have to scramble to find out what you need? Do you wish you could just hit a button and your prospects could get the email with your perfect quote? Well, if you're like me, you do. What you need is that perfect CRM, that moving company software that actually helps you get the job done. A CRM that helps you manage, plan, and even do the quotes for you. My friends at Netensity are the makers of Moogistics, a moving company CRM software made for movers by movers. Anything you could think of that you would want with a CRM, Moogistics has got it covered. And Moogistics is there for you from tip to tail. With superior customer support, you'll never have to worry about this or that, or if the system will ever go down. So do yourself a favor and contact Moogistics today. And if you sign up with my link, you'll get $100 off your very first month. See the links in the description. Hey guys, I'm Jae Burnham, and this is the 7-Figure Moving Academy. Glad to have you guys here. You know, I hear it all the time. I hear it constantly, incessantly. Almost it's breaking my mind. It's freaking me out. You guys are always complaining. We went to this house and it was just a pigsty. Or we went to this house, they said it was only a 1-bedroom house and then it turned into a 3-bedroom house and I didn't know what was going on, and then they had a storage and all this stuff out there and I just couldn't handle it. You know, well, the problem is, guys, and the reason why a lot of you guys don't do flat rate moves is because you guys don't do in-home estimates. If you guys did in-home estimates, you guys could do flat rate moves, and then this would be all a very moot point. But for those guys who are doing hourly moves, you guys could be doing in-home estimates as well. And here's the thing, and it doesn't take you any extra time. It doesn't actually need to take you off the truck. So I know a lot of you newer guys especially are working on the truck. That's okay. You should come off the truck if you really want to make money. But while you're there, you can be doing virtual in-home estimates, and I'm just going to show you guys. It is a simple thing. It's just a matter of put something. You can actually set up your Facebook page now to actually schedule and get the information from a Facebook ad, from a so on and so forth, from your Facebook ads manager. You can actually set it up now where people can actually schedule in-home estimates, and you know, it's really easy peasy to do. All right, we're going to go over a couple tools that you can use. We're going to go over some free methods you guys can use to get this done, to actually do it, to actually help you guys out with that. So let's go. I just want to go over a little bit here. The first thing I want to do is show you these guys. This is called from Roadrunner Moving. They have actually set up an entire page on their website about virtual moving estimates, right? And you go over here, there's a little bit of article. It shows you the Skype logo, it shows you the FaceTime logo, and it just gives a little bit of information of how this will work. The first step is request your visual appointment. We'll contact you at the scheduled time. Roadrunner will contact you via Skype or FaceTime. Guide us through the brief walkthrough of your move. So basically go through each room of the home and then receive a thorough, accurate, they should say estimate shortly. That's their steps. It's really simple. And then down below, they scroll down below, you can actually schedule the time and what method you want to use. So you can put your name, your phone, your email, your appointment time, your appointment date, your appointment time, whether they could use Skype and or Facebook, or just Skype or FaceTime. Right, I would add actually here Facebook Messenger, because you could do visual. You could do visual Visual time with Facebook Messenger, that's another route you could put. There's so many ways you could do this. And these are all free apps, by the way. Facebook's free, Skype is free, FaceTime is free if you have Apple products. You could just do it. And then it says here, how did you hear about us? Referral, web, social media, curb appeal. Okay, that's how Roadrunner. That's just one company. Let's show you another company, right? Here's from 5 college movers. Right? Again, virtual estimate. They talk about a little discussion about the visual estimates that they do it on Skype. And then again, they got a little section here. How does it work? And then a 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And they actually say receive a thorough, accurate quote within 1 hour of the visual estimate. I think that's awesome. I think they should really highlight that. They should like bold that out or something like that, or put that up. Oh, they actually do. It says receive a thorough, accurate moving quote within hours. So I would make that. I didn't see it. I scrolled through it and I didn't see it. So I would try to make that a little bit bolder, stand that out more, because I think that's a really good selling point. Hey, we'll do a visual inspection and you'll have it within an hour. And I think that's really cool. And then they got to think, if you're not tech savvy, give us a call. We'll walk you through the process of signing up for Skype or FaceTime, and so on and so forth. I think I think this is the wave of the future. And if you're not doing virtual in-home estimates, you should be. You should actually do it at the very minimum, do a virtual in-home estimates, even with apartments, just to have them walk through the apartment. It's a very simple process. It's very easy. You're going to find out right quick whether they're clean, if they're a hoarder, so on and so forth. You're going to be able to see that. You're going to be able to go, oh, well, this is actually a 3-bedroom home. Am I going to be needing to move a 3-bedroom home and not just one? Well, it's just 1 bedroom. Well, show me the 1 bedroom that's moving. And then by doing it, it's going to make their head spin, and the customer, and then they'll probably start telling you what's really going on. So this will give you a great tool to actually apply to your visual estimate needs. So even if you're doing hourly jobs in apartments, you can actually still use this technology and these techniques to actually see what's going on in apartments. When you're doing a big home estimate, and if it's like an hour and a half away and you just don't got a time to travel that far because it's going too far, this is a perfect way for you to schedule up. I would be putting something on your website, a page very similar to these last couple pages, and actually do virtual in-home estimates. Over here, I'm on Skype. You can see Skype is free, and you could go over here and download Skype, and they got Skype. You can actually do Skype on Alexa now. That's on Amazon. That's awesome. They got a free trial. That's if you're going to actually make phone calls. It's available for Mac. So if you're on a desktop on Mac, which I actually have Skype. I'm not on a desktop. I do have a laptop, but I do have this downloaded. So you could do it. So they got it for Mac. They got it for PC. It's great for video calling. You can do subtitles, screen sharing. So this is awesome right here. See this screen sharing? Share anything from presentations to holiday photos during your call. I would really get to know what Skype can actually do for you, because this right here is the tool you want to learn about when you're doing virtual in-home estimates with Skype. So, come down here, click that on, and go for it. Facebook is another place where you could do it. You could go into Facebook Messenger and have them turn the phone around and switch it around and have them walk through each and every room, the garage, sheds, storage units, what have you. So this is a good tool to use. So the 3 places I would go to are FaceTime with Apple products, Skype, which can be used for Apple and or PC, and Facebook, which is good for Apple and or PC. So you could use those 3 methods to do virtual estimates. And I would really consider putting something on your website that has the virtual estimates, setting it up just like those two other guys that I showed you. Now, when you're doing a virtual home estimate, obviously you're not going to need to have a cube sheet or an estimator of any kind or an app of any kind. But if you're going to do apartments, but if you're going to do a big home, we're going to really need a tool, and you're going to need a cube sheet to keep track of that. And I got one here at the 7-figure. Well, let's go back. Come on, you can do it. All right, good. So here we are at the 7-figure Moving Academy. If you just go over here to the 7-figure Moving Academy, go down to Files, click that, and then you could scroll down the files, and right down here we got a blank virtual survey cube sheet spreadsheet. Just go over there, use that, and you can download that. And here's the cube sheet. The cube sheet is a really cool tool. You can use this. You can enter in the reference number, the name, moving from, moving to, home number, the cell number, the date, work order. You can add in all of this information. This is really a great tool. You just go, how many, do they got a small ACs? Good. You go just one. Boom, and then you move down. How many large bookcases, small, medium, section by section. Here's oversized chairs, credenzas, desk, small. Winthrop is one of those secretaries that go that closes. Desk, return, secretary. All of this is very good. This is a very good, thorough cube sheet, and you could use that, and this will make a very simple to do an in-home. And I've already got a video, which I will put right here at the top. I have a video that actually shows you how to use a cube sheet. The neat thing about this is when you download this cube sheet, you got all the packing cartons. So, if you got 1.5s, 3s, 4s, and so on, wardrobes, lamp containers, and all this other good stuff. You can put on how many the carrier packed, that's you, or how many the owners packed, and then it's got all the estimated weights, and then it figures it all out here for you. But this is also good. This cube sheet also has a crating guide, so you can see how much if you have to crate something, what it is, and how many you have to do. And then it gives you a summary, which is a really cool tool. You got the summary sheet, which really summarizes everything. And then you can actually print these off and give those to your customer. Now, if you don't want to use this, there is a great tool. Well, let's just get rid of this for you. No, we don't want to save. All right, good. So we've got over that. There's a great tool by our sponsor, what you saw at the beginning of this video, by Mugistics. And Mugistics has this free visual estimator. So you just click this on here. This will come up. I've already entered in the information, but you can put your Lansing. That's where I'm from, obviously. And then you could use this. This is a living room, so you could just click it. Just go, click, boom. Oh, there's one three-seater couch. Boom. How many tall floor lamps? Oh, let's say there's 2 of them, right? How many 2-seater sofas? 1. How many armchairs? Let's say there's 2. How many rugs? 1 usually. How many coffee tables? 1. How many end tables? Oh, we put that there. How many coffee tables? Let's say there's 2, and there's going to be 2 table lamps for each. How many of these small pictures? Oh, let's say 3. And then how many of the big pictures? Let's say there's 2. And that's just the living room. Then you go over here, hit the next room. Oh, good. So now we're in the family room. How many couches? Boop. How many chairs? Boop, boop. Entertainment center, 1. How many TVs? 1. Speakers. We'll say 2 for that. Say 2 there. Say another 2 there. 1 there. 1. 1 coffee table. 1. And so on and so forth. And you could just go through each room by each room until you're done. Here's the kitchen. Here's the sorry, that was the dining room. Here's the kitchen. Here's the office. Here's the master bedroom. Here's a bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bedroom 4, bedroom 5, garage. See, and you just hit these little buttons and you just continue on to each and every room that you have with this. And this is a great visual estimator. It basically says right here the estimated volume is 654 cubic feet. Estimated weight, just what we've clicked on now, is 4,251 pounds. So you could go down there and you got this inventory thing right down here at the bottom. And then you just estimate now, boom, boom, boom. And it does really good job for you guys. I mean, you guys should be using this. Does it have an elevator? Yes. Is it a walk-up? No. Do you need packing services? And you can actually just go ahead and do it. Now, here's another thing that you could do if you don't have access to, if you can't do a virtual in-home estimate with the customer directly, and let's say you're going to do a big home, you can just go over to Zillow, and I actually show you how to do this in another video, which I'll put up right there for you. But let's say you're here in we'll just say we'll say sold. We don't want these. We just want sold homes. Good, done. So good. Here's a home. Sorry, phone went off. Here's a 4-bedroom home. We're going to just take a look at this. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to go into Zillow and you're going to just do an in-home virtual walkthrough estimate using the Movegistics visual estimator or the cube sheet. You're just going to go and say, okay, good. There's this picture, this picture, this picture. You got this. You can, okay, good. You see the various things in here. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's a family room. You got two large two-seaters. Good. You put those down. How many pictures? You see all these pictures. There's a credenza over here. We got a little lamp here. You got a little ottoman. You could just use your visual estimator thing, again, from Movegistics or that cube sheet, and you can use it. And this is a way that you could do it when you don't have an opportunity to actually do an in-home estimate over virtually. You can actually do a semi-virtual estimate through Zillow or Redfin or Remax or anything like that. Very simple to do. And basically what you do is you would do this. You'd have them give you their phone number, and you say, very good. If their home is asking if their home is for sale. If it is, great. Are you on Zillow? Great. Good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little estimation over. Go to Zillow. I'm going to do an estimation. I'll call you back in an hour or two. Is that okay with you? And that's going to be fine. Or what you could do is you can actually do this prior to going to somebody's home and actually already have it done for them. So you can come into Zillow, check off all these things off on the estimator, go to their home and just do a final walkthrough estimate. And you can actually already have your proposal, you can have your terms and conditions, and the basic estimate right there for them to do, and they can then sign off, give you a deposit, and it's right there right quick. You can have everything ready to go. Now the problem of Zillow here is that Zillow, their homes don't normally take pictures of the basement, and they don't normally take pictures of the garage items. And sometimes the outdoor pictures aren't as complete as they should be. That's why doing a virtual in-home estimate with your customer is vital. You can actually go through and actually have them go to the garage. You can actually have them go to the attic. You can actually have them go to that spare room. You can actually have them go into the garage, et cetera, right? Zillow is going to be limited, and you're going to actually want to do a final in-home inspection. But by doing the Zillow thing first, when you can't do a virtual in-home estimate with them on the phone or FaceTime or Skype, then you can actually just do the Zillow and then go do it. And that's a half-hour process at most. Sit down, just go in, do it. Just make sure that they're going to take what they're going to take, what they're not going to take, etc. And it's a half hour, 45-minute process, including your sales time. By doing a virtual in-home estimate, you're going to save the customer so much time. Some random stranger isn't going to be walking through their home. You don't have to worry about the dogs. You don't have to worry about, them coming out. You're still FaceTime. And here's the beauty about doing a virtual in-home estimates, guys, is that virtual in-home estimates can be done on your cell phone. They can be done on a laptop. They can be done on a tablet. So even if you are out on the truck, you can still be doing this. Even if you're still doing it, you can take an hour out of the time, a half hour out of time, have your crew still rocking, and do that virtual estimate with your customer right then and there. Ideally, you wouldn't be in the truck. You'd be out the truck being able to do the estimates yourself. But these are some of the things that you should be looking at. It will help you out even with your hourly apartment moves. It's going to help you, and it's definitely going to help you when you're doing these big moves, these larger local moves or long distance moves. You definitely want to do an in-home estatements. And when you can't do an in-house estimate, look at doing virtual in-home estimates, having them sign up, having the customer let you know whether they can do it via FaceTime or Skype or even Facebook Messenger, whatever's best for them. And if they are Facebook Messenger, obviously you have to get permission. But guys, these are something that you guys really should be looking into. It is a great tool. It's a great opportunity that a lot of moving companies are not utilizing. So this could just up your game. When I did a lot of these in-home estimates, I booked several jobs just by going on the Zillow with the customer. And what I did is I went to the Zillow when they say, yeah, I got your postcard. And then I go, oh, good. I go to Zillow. I type in their address. I pull up their Zillow profile, and I go through room by room by room with them. At the same time, all I'm asking for is what they're not taking in by room. So I'll go, okay, good. I see I'm on your Zillow thing. I'm in your family room right now. Tell me in the family room what is not going. Okay, good. And if they don't mention something, hey, I see that you've got a piano there. Are you taking the piano? Yeah. Do you have a third party that's going to be taking it apart? Or will you be needing us to take it apart? And then what you're doing is you're taking down notes. You're just taking down notes. You could be doing it on the computer or on a pad. And you could take down notes of what's not going. And then, of course, again, Zillow is limited. It doesn't show you the garage. And you just basically ask, is there a shed? Is there anything in the shed? No, we don't have a shed. Okay, great. What's in the garage? What garage things? Do you got ladders? You got snow blowers? You got lawnmowers? What do you got? And then you just go over and you just take notes of what's in that. And then you can add that to your cube sheet or your Movegistics free visual estimator and do that. Guys, there is no reason why you can't do in-home inspections. Even if you can't do in-home inspections in the home, you can do them virtually. It's a very great tool. It's going to up your game. It's going to make you guys look more professional. You're going to be able to close more sales. And it's also going to prevent you guys from that situation. Well, I didn't know that they had such and such, or I didn't know that their place was such a dump, or whatever the excuse. By doing this, you're going to solve all those problems. Of course, if you go there in there personally to the person's home, you're going to see all those problems too. So guys, thank you so much.